turning Super Mario into steampunk silver art. Today we're taking a classic icon, Super Mario, and giving him a bold steampunk twist, crafted entirely in pure silver. Using sandcasting and my own silver pouring techniques, I'm transforming this beloved character into a one-of-a-kind art bar. Stick around to see the whole process from metal to the final reveal of this unique silver masterpiece. Trust me, you won't want to miss how this one turns out. So there we go, as you can see, that's the 3D print of Mario. Really cool design, and I've spent many a happy hour with Mario. That sounded so much better in my head. But I did as a kid. I used to play all the Mario games, and it got me to thinking how he's changed over the years. Old Super Mario, you had the very first one, obviously, Super Mario Brothers, and it was just like, what did I call them, like a platformer game, 2D jumping. And up pipes and collect all the stars and this, that and the other. Really fun times in my childhood playing that. But yeah, and it's just got me to thinking about change and how Mario's changed now. Everyone changed over their lives. I mean, Mario, we went on to get Mario 1, 2, 3, Mario World, Mario Kart. What a game Mario Kart was. Oh my days, I've lost hours and hours to that. But I think change is something that has to be embraced. I know it's difficult. We all get set in our ways, and I'm one. When something starts in the groove, and I'm thinking, yeah, this is good. Let's just keep going. But you kind of get stuck, don't you? I think if you have to always be growing and innovating and trying to get a little bit better, just little degrees of, just little wins. And I think basically, like, some people might find this helpful. I hope you do. But for me, life, you can't really change unless you do. I mean, other people can't initiate the change for you. It's got to come from within. I mean, personal change, transformation, call it whatever you want. It all comes from within. You've got to take the active steps yourself to change your habits or your thoughts. And that can be quite difficult and really scary. I mean, I've got some first-hand experience, do I want to say this? Yeah, I've lost a couple of friends over the years to alcoholism and whatever, and it's just terrible. Whatever anybody did, and people tried everything, we absolutely tried everything, but they wouldn't change. No matter what you say, what you do, it's down to that person. And it is really difficult, it really is, but it can be done. If you want to change something, and not all changes are massive like that. I mean, that was a big example, but just little things like, oh, I want to keep my room a bit tidier, I want to make sure I clean the car, blah, blah, blah. It can be anything, but just little steps. And you get there in the end. And I mean, I think a lot of it's to do with the way you perceive yourself and like your identity. I think that also impacts your circumstances. I mean, if you're feeling a bit down and, oh, nothing's going right, then you kind of find, well, I do anyway, I don't know about you folks, more bad stuff goes wrong, It's like, oh, if you're on a bit of a downer, and like for me, it's when I'm designing stuff. If I've had a bad couple of days in the pouring shed, then I go and start doing some designs. They just don't go right. Or do they? Is it just my mindset saying, no, these won't work, and I just scrap them? I think you need to change your, I don't know, I don't want to get too cuckoo here, but like change your thought, your state almost. I'm going all Tony Robbins now, aren't I?
Affirmation, you go, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy.
But you've got to kind of like, you know, if you see yourself as broke or unhappy, you kind of like, that's what you identify as, and it reinforces those conditions. So you've got to just like kind of dismantle your own ideas of yourself and kind of just change your mindset, which kind of changes the life you want. So the only thing I can akin it to for myself is like, I want to kind of be a silver pourer and YouTuber full time. So that's what I see myself as now. When someone asks me, what do you do for a living? I'm like, oh, I make YouTube videos and I silver pour. And I'm not there yet, obviously, but I'm trying my hardest to get there. So you've got to kind of, basically, again, I'm going to go a bit cuckoo now. You've got to kind of align your energy with what goals you want. Because I think energy is like the currency of life. It comes and goes, and some people can call it karma or whatever you put out into the world. I truly believe you'll get back someday. It comes back, whether it's good, bad, indifferent. It all goes round. It's a big circle. It's flowing. It's, you know. So if you can align your energy and thoughts to the actions that you want, be whatever it is. If you want to be successful, happy, whatever you want to attract into your life, getting the right positive vibe about stuff and discipline is absolute key. And I had a chat with a friend on Discord about this, and it was like, yeah, flipping, just finding any little positive, even if something goes wrong, find the positive in it, and it's something to build on and move forward. I think that's brilliant advice. And you don't have to do massive things. It can be little changes. Just start small, very little changes. I mean, if you want to, when I was trying to lose a bit of weight, I'd look at, I don't know, like say a piece of chocolate cake, I'd look at it and go, oh man, I love the cake. If I eat this, does this get me closer or further away from my goal of losing weight? Well, obviously, it gets me further away because I'm going to eat some chocolate cake. I'm going to get fat. So you just say no to it. You go, no, that's not getting close to my goal. But going for a walk is, eating something a bit more healthy is. So it's just a little changes in mindset, just like that. And obviously, changes, it can create discomfort. Like, because the discomfort was, I wanted the pleasure of eating that cake. And I lost a bit of weight. So, you know, so stepping out your comfort zone is necessary from time to time. But, you know, it will be hard at first, but you get used to it. It's a bit like, I suppose, it's a golfer when they change a golf swing. At first, they can hit the ball 200 yards, and then their coach goes, no, try it like this. And they change a swing, and they're only getting 150 yards. But to get better, you need to go backwards sometimes. And that's what I find, you know, with the silver pouring, you know, I'll do some designs, they're not coming out. And then I'll change and it's still not working, but then it'll just click. Something like that just goes and it clicks into place. And a bit like the golfer, he'll then start driving the ball 350, 360 yards instead of the 200. So you've got to take a bit of pain and just realise that the good stuff's coming very soon. Hope you enjoyed that. There's Mario. I think this is a cool one. If you have enjoyed it, please check this video out over here. It's another belter.